Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Yeah, I'm like, you go back there, I'm coming back there with you, my boo. I'm coming back there with you, my dude. Straight like that. I'm coming back there with you, and I'm telling you, ain't but one of us coming out. So he all getting irate, like, I ain't gotta go, I don't need enough for you. I'm like, well, run up on me then. I don't need enough for you. You don't scare me. So when Sally coming out there, because now we in the pod, it's getting loud. I don't like to do all of that. I done already said too much. I ain't really trying to talk about the situation no more. You know, it's Sally trying to get a hold of him. He acting like he all this. My Sally over there kind of nervous because he just don't want to see me get in trouble. He don't want to see me get late. So he keep on hollering, I don't need nothing for you. I said, oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. What? What I need? You need God. You need God messing with me, bro, because he the only one going to save you, you know. And I meant that with every fiber of my body. If you think I'm going to let you go get a Bethlehem and try to do something to me, man, you got to be kidding. You going away from here. You going away from here, man. So, you know, it's Sally take them all to the room, and, you know, I go on about my business, but I'm steady watching him and waiting to see what he gonna do, and he ain't want to do nothing. And Sally came up there talking to me like, man, the man get ready to go home. He ain't even had that much time for he go home. That's what was so crazy. The man probably, I think at the time, I can't even remember correct, but I know he had like, it was either less than 90 days, maybe even less than 60. He ready to go home, and he sitting up here playing with death, because that's what he was looking for, messing with me. You know what I'm saying? About some ice. About some ice, man. You know, so that's the insanity of prison. You know what I'm saying? That's the insanity of prison. And I don't never really look for those situations, and I don't even want to be in those situations. But those type of situations will enter your life when you're in prison because of the environment, because of, you know, just where we are. What I'm doing should not have nothing to do with you. Whatever I'm getting some ice or sending my celly to get some ice, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You trying to make it have something to do with you because of what you didn't do or what you didn't get. Now you trying to make your problems my problems. And that's how situations get out of hand in prison. Because I'm minding my business. I ain't bothering you. I ain't come took no ice out your cell. I ain't come to do nothing to you specifically. You got a problem because you got a problem with the system. The way the system is delegating the ice, the way the system is distributing ice to us where it's not enough. Take your problems up with the administration. Don't bring it to my door. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring it to me because I ain't trying to hurt. You know, I don't like the system either. I don't like the way they're delegating the ice, but I'm going to make do and do what I got to do to have what I need to have. I think you need to do the same. You know what I'm saying? That was always my position on the situation. You know what I'm saying? But people will take their frustration and irritation of what is going on with the system and how they handling us and try to, you know, impose that on the next man. Same dog bit you, bit me. I'm in the same position you in, man. Don't bring that stuff to my front door, bro. Don't bring it to me. Nice try, wrong guy. Because I ain't going forward. I mean that. I ain't going forward, you know. It's a lot of things that was going on in prison that I didn't like that the administration was doing. But I had to work around those. I had to find ways to make it fit for me. I had to find ways to get the things that I needed to get the things that I wanted to have. But I can't, you know, fight the system by myself, you know. And whenever the problem is big enough with the administration or CO or officer or whoever it is, I'm going to address them. I'm not going to take it out on the next dude. I'm not going to bring it to the next dude's door. You know what I'm saying? But that's what these cats do because they scared of the administration. The administration is the big bad wolf. You know what I'm saying? They scared to approach the people. The same disrespect that the police give you, you know, another man can't do it, or you ready to kill him, you ready to put the Bethlehem in him, but the police can disrespect you all day. The police can crack your head open all day and you can come out on the compound 4-5 months later after you done got stitches in your head and the police still working there and you ain't did nothing to him. Yeah, not me. Not me. Yeah, he hurt me. We beefing for life. Straight up. We beefing for life. I don't care what uniform you got on, what outfit you wearing or whatever. You physically harm me, man. I wouldn't advise you to be around me. That's my best advice to you. You can try it if you want to and see how it work out for you. But dudes would do that. But they would hurt the next dude over a 30-cent suit. You know what I'm saying? Send them to the hospital over a 35-cent bag of tater chips. You see what I'm saying? But the police can do whatever they want to do to you. You know, that's the mentality that I had, where anytime somebody came at me with some foolishness, that's why I won't play no games, because you ain't taking that to the police, and I ain't did nothing to you compared to what they did to you. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't never took my problems to another dude because I'm mad at the administration, because I'm mad because I done, got caught up and put myself in this hellhole called prison. You know what I'm saying? That's my fault. I got to wear that every day, so I make sure I do what I got to do to get in a comfort zone where I feel okay or I feel functionable in here. But I ain't gonna take that out on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take that out on you, and I ain't gonna let you take it out on me. But like I say, dudes do it all the time, man. It's always been a part of prison. It's been a part of prison since the beginning, man. Since the beginning, dudes is just always beefing over conditions that's going on in prison. Dudes get to rumbling over the shower because they can't get in the shower. It's 4 showers for 80-something people. And we only in the block for a certain amount of time, so you can do the math and see that everybody ain't gonna have enough time to take a shower. If you take a long shower, if you get in there and you want to stand there for 20, 30 minutes and all of that, and 40 minutes and an hour, you get dudes that stand there an hour and stuff. They in there, messing with the female COs. So, you get that. And then the weak people always get taken advantage of because they scared to speak up. They could be waiting on the shower, and another dude gonna get in the shower and get out and then tell his buddy come on when he next in line. Buddy gonna go get in the shower, tell me, man, I was next. No, you won't, man, I was behind him. Then this just goes on. And you just sitting there and you done waited for a shower for 2-3 hours, and then the people talking about lock up, and you ain't even got no shower because you ain't speaking up, because you don't want the drama to come with it. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta speak up for yourself. You gotta be able to take whatever come with it too, because some dudes speak up and get beat down. That's just facts. They speak up and get beat down. End up going in their cell and taking a bird bath, washing off in the sink. You know what I'm saying? Because they too, scared to get with the drama that it's going to take for them to get a shower. Same thing with the telephone. Telephone that's a whole nother monster within itself. Same thing with the microwave. People will overlook you and walk over top of you and just act like you don't exist and just cold disrespect you if you don't put yourself out there. And a lot of dudes is not willing to do that. And then the crazy part about it, on the other end of the spectrum, dudes that know they not willing to do that ain't got no mercy and don't have no sympathy for them. None. Zero. Zero. Man, the dude been waiting for the microwave. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Zero. You got to make them care. If you don't, they will not. As I told y'all in videos long ago from the beginning, I told y'all that on After Prison Show. Shout out After Prison Show. That the only thing people respect in prison is violence. The only thing that man respect in prison is violence. The only thing the administration respect in prison is violence. If you are willing to produce violence at the drop of a dime, they will respect that, and it has to be emphatic, and if you ain't willing to do that, they gonna walk over top of you, man, like you an old beat up rug. Everybody, including the administration, that's just prison life, and like I said, this ICE thing, man, was universal. It went on for as far as I can remember. I told y'all back on Augusta, Dick Raymond, the one I ended up having to, put that Bethlehem in. He was a bully. He was a cold, uncut bully, just like Boone, just bigger. Uncut bully. I told y'all one of the first incidents that I seen with him was over the ice machine when he got mad because there wasn't no ice, and he picked the dude up and slammed the dude into the ice machine and broke the dude's collarbone. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a rag doll. Boom! You know what I'm saying? And screaming and hollering about some ice. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel they can. And they feel they can do what they want to do because of their size. So, I couldn't, not me. Not me. I was willing to get hurt. I was willing to die. but not alone. Not alone. I won't go get hurt alone. I won't go die alone. You know, it's like Donald Goins say, never die alone. I won't die alone. We going together, brother. And we going up out here together. Yeah, you know, so, you know, like I say, many incidents, man, over that ice, over the years, it just always happened, man. I done seen dudes get smacked over the ice. I done seen dudes break out in fights over the ice. Even on the blocks where we got ice machines, because the ice machines is not even equipped to make enough ice to supply the people. Just like on Powhatan, when I was on Powhatan, we got an ice machine in the block, right? And sometimes you will have police standing up there trying to delegate the ice because he knows it's going to run out and he knows it's going to be some violence. So when he see you come down there with your foot tubs and all, no, you can't get all that. You can't get all that. No, get a cup. Get a cup. You know, man, what? Yeah, get a cup, man. I'm going to write you up. I'm going to write you up. And they'll go through that. But then they not there all the time. As soon as they leave, a dude to get a cup. Yeah, all right, whatever. And get a cup. And as soon as he leave, a dude go down there right back behind him with the bucket and fill it up. And then next thing you know, the ice machine is empty and it ain't doing nothing but water because it ain't frozen enough and it got to produce more ice. Then you got a cat that's going to go down there to get some and it's gone. And when it's gone, then he mad. Then he running his mouth. Then somebody speaking up. Then it's bloodshed. You know, fists being thrown. It's just that simple. That's how it pop off. That's how it go down. You know what I'm saying? It's universal. I seen two dudes on Powhatan literally get the knife fighting over the ice. Over the ice, they knife fight, man. The dude done pulled out his joint and he ain't know the other dude got a joint too. And they tell us, come on with it. Let's go in the bathroom, go in the bathroom. They go in the bathroom and they in there and they poking each other. They rumbling until the police come in there and bum rush and lock the whole block down. Both of them leave out there going to medical. Both of them got hit up over some ice. Over some ice, man. That's how, you know, trivial things in prison become life-threatening because of the lack of, or because of the conditions, or because of our position that we in. You know, we really mad with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, we really mad with ourselves for being in a position to have to be in line to get some ice. To being in a position where we got to be in a line to use a microwave. To be in a line to use a shower. You know what I'm saying? To clean yourself. To be in a line, you got to get in a line. You got to get in order. You got to, you know, to be in a line to call your family, to get on the phone. That's what we mad at, you know, so our frustration comes out in other ways, you know, because we have no outlet. We have no outlet, but we mad because we done made bad decisions and put ourselves in a submissive position, you know. And that's just the truth of the matter when you really analyze it and break it down. That's what it all comes down to. You know, and a lot of people get hurt, man. A lot of people get hurt in prison over things that could have been avoided. A lot of people get hurt over things that could have been talked out, could have been reasoned out, but they react, you know what I'm saying, instead of responding. You know, they do what they think instead of thinking what they doing. And when it's all said and done, and you sitting up there in that hole in segregation, week after week, month after month, year after year, you know, some people case decade after decade, you know, because of your responses and your actions, then you rethinking everything. You rethinking everything. You replaying it all in your mind like, man, I could have did this different. Same thing when you end up in prison. You replaying all of this in your mind like, man, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. That's why I always say be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Make good decisions, man. Think about this stuff, man, because I'm telling you, prison is not a world that you want to enter if you don't have to. It's straight like that. It is definitely not a place you want to enter if you do not have to. And the crazy part about it is none of us have to, because all we got to do is make good choices out here. All we got to do is be smart out here, be safe out here, you know, duck all the BS, you know, and anybody you see that's in the BS and look like they doing better than you is only momentary, brother. It's only momentary, because like I said, you could either be the person at home accepting them calls from prison, or you could be the person in prison calling home hoping somebody accept your call. Them the choices right there in a nutshell. You see what I'm saying? Them the choices in a nutshell. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up knowing somebody in your lifetime that's going to end up in prison because of the decisions that they made. You see what I'm saying? But it don't have to be you. It does not have to be you, man. And these things, man, like I say, is universal, man, in prison. Ice, people get hurt. Phones, people get hurt. Showers, people get hurt. Microwaves, people get hurt. Basketball, weight pal, lines, you cut in front of me in the line, kitchen line, child line, wreck line. People be running outside for wreck and bumping into each other, knocking each other down, and next thing you know, dude done pull a Bethlehem out and trying to kill him because he done knocked them down trying to get to the same place that he going. It's crazy, man. Prison is crazy. Yeah, prison crazy, man. It's just crazy. And it ain't nothing about it sane, man. Nothing. Not one thing. You know, I've seen dudes get hurt over the simplest, most minute things just because, you know, just because. So it's just a unsafe environment, you know. And we got to do all we can, man, to try to help people understand that, man, before they end up in that position, before they end up, you know, locked up and going through all these different changes, man, that I had to endure and many other dudes before me and after me had to endure. We got to try to break that cycle, man, by, you know, teaching and letting them know the real what's going on. You know, life out here is, life out here cannot be bad as it is in there, man. I just, you know, this is my opinion. You know, and I know some people out here going through some situations, going through some things, man. I go through things, but I ain't going through nothing like I was going through in there. Excuse me, that's for sure. So, yeah, I'm trying to let you know what's going on in there, man. And like I say, ice, man. This right here. It's right here. Frozen water. Frozen water will get you iced in prison, you know. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And these bottles right here, as a matter of fact, they became big in prison because we could not have these, but the police can have these. Another part of the insanity in prison. The police could have these, but what the police would do is drink water, and they would throw the bottles away. Dudes would get the bottles out of the trash can, sterilize them, hot water, whatever, let them soak in hot water, do whatever. And they would use these bottles to make liquor or make wine and put them in here, and they'll sell them by the bottle. They'll sell them by the bottle. Other dudes would take these and, you know, wash them out or whatever and wrap a sock or something around it to cover it up and, you know, keep it in ice all day. And then when they go outside for wreck, they'll wrap it up in a sock and take it out there so the police won't see what it was, which they all knew what it was. And so we could have cold water on the yard. You know, all these things we do to make do in there, man, for what we don't have, to substitute for what we don't have. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen police go around and do shakedowns, man, and go and do sales, man, especially the wine, man. The dudes is making liquor and everything and come out with 30, 40 bottles. You know what I'm saying? 30, 40 bottles, and you be throwing them out in the pot. I mean, you got all these bottles in here. You got to be in here making wine. You making wine in here, you know, and throw them all out in the pot. But yet they never stop the police from bringing them in. They never stop them from bringing them in, but you get a charge if you get caught with them. You couldn't get caught with them if the police ain't bring them in there. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing like up on the mountains when they was bringing in all that chewing tobacco and dudes was recycling that chewing tobacco. They could not do that without you allowing them to bring it in. You know, it's crazy, man. It's just psychologically a different world, man. You know, you got to be thinking on another level. You got to be looking at things unnormal, because what's unnormal in there becomes normal. You know, the things that you see, the things that you witness, the things that you go through is unnormal. But when you be around it so much, you become desensitized to it, you know, and that's not really a good thing, because when you get out here in the free world, you know, you seeing things and you wondering about the things that you have seen, and you realize just how much crazy stuff was going on around you, that you have come to expect. And it shouldn't be that way, you know. So, like I said, man, it's crazy in there, man. And the water, in every aspect, is trouble. They fighting and killing over the showers. They fighting and killing over the coolers. They fighting and killing over, the microwave. They fighting and killing over the phone, you know. And it's insanity. It's insanity, you know, being normalized by the conditions that we are in. So just keep that in mind, man, while you out here in this free world and you living and you can make your own decisions and you can go and come as you please and you can take a shower when you want to and you can use the microwave when you want to. You can use the phone when you want to. You can have your phone on you at all times, my brother. That was one of the running jokes, man, or one of the running sayings in reentry. When everybody was in there getting ready to go home, you still had dudes in there trying to regulate the phone. And dudes would always say, man, don't get mad about that phone, brother. You get ready to go home in a couple of months, man. You can have your own phone. Don't get caught up in staying here over no phone. You can have your own phone in a minute, bro. You can take it with you wherever you go. Get you 2 or 3 of them if you want to. And that's reality. But dude hadn't broke up out of that cycle yet from being locked up, from going, you know, they still had to, you know, stay in that mode, because if you get out of that mode, you get to slipping, and then you get to slipping and you might not make it home. You might not make it home, man. You know, you had dudes ready to put work in and re-entry, ready to throw away 20, 30 years worth of time they done did and on the way out the door just for their pride, just for their principles, you know. Just for their principles. I had one dude, man, he had did almost 40 years. And he was bucking the system and he ready to beef with the people that can kick him out of the class and send him right back to prison and had to make parole again. He ready to buck and beef with them just because of what his principles was. And me and several other dudes had to tell him, man, you got to drop that, bro. You on the way out the door. You mean to tell me you going to stay in here just because you don't like what they saying, or you don't like how the program is being run? You ain't like how prison was being run all the years you was in here, but you couldn't do nothing about it, and you can't do nothing about this. Besides, mess yourself up or set yourself back. You know, yeah, man, but I can't accept, man. Yes, you can. Yeah, for freedom, you can, my brother, because you already have accepted a lot of things. So you can, my brother, and good to say, man, he made it through and he out. I done seen him on social media and everything, man, and it appears to be doing well, man. So, you know, it's just a pride thing, man, and it's a protection thing, and it's a prison thing, man, that you get into when you in there, where certain things that mean nothing to people out here means everything to people in there. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And that just lets you know the conditions that people are living in when they're in prison. When water means enough to you that you will be willing to kill, frozen water, you be willing to take a life, you be willing to harm someone, you be willing to do more time, you be willing to put yourself in harm's way. Yeah, you living in some rough conditions, my brother. And we were living in some rough conditions. And shout out to everybody in there, man, still in the struggle, man. Y'all know I'm still out here with y'all, bro. Freedom fighting, you know, and trying to get this message out, man, about, you know, how we got to live in there, the treatment that we have in there, the conditions and the things that need to change, man. But you know, it's not going to change unless enough people make enough noise, enough people get enough awareness, enough people get the right information. Some people that's misformed get, you know, informed about what's really going on in there, man. And like I say all the time, if you got some loved ones in prison and you got some family in there, man, show them some love, man. Show them some love, please. I implore you to show them some love. And it don't even have to always be monetary, which always help, because money is always needed in prison because we ain't got nothing. And everything in there is price gouged up. So show them some love, man. It ain't nothing but a card every now and then. If it ain't nothing but a letter, a couple of words, just to let them know and to stay encouraged. Because I know for me, man, that was everything for me. You know, to get a letter, to get a card, to get some money, to you know, be able to call somebody. That was everything to me, because a lot of times when I had these ill thoughts, or when I was so frustrated and irritated with my situation that I just wanted to lash out, that's what, maintained me. That's what kept me in order, because I wanted to get out here with these people. I wanted to be able to be with my family, be able to be with my kids and my grandkids and my sister and brother and mother, and to be able to experience the joy that they brought me when I heard their voice, the joy that they brought me when I received a letter, the joy that I got when I saw pictures of them enjoying life. I wanted to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So that kept me in order to a certain degree, whereas I didn't let the frustration overtake me enough where I just threw caution to the wind and didn't care about anything. And a lot of people get in that stage in their life when they doing time because they feel helpless and hopeless. Because it ain't nobody showing them no love. It ain't nobody showing them no concern. It's like they forgotten and they left behind. So they living in a violent, vicious world. So they just become violent and vicious and just throw caution to the wind, especially if they got a big sentence on top of them, looking at them like 30 more years, 40 more years, and ain't nobody gonna be there for me. Don't nobody care about me. And they just turn into a maniac. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it, a maniac, because they don't care. And they feel don't nobody else care, so hey, but that's what it is in prison. It is what it is, man. So, I just wanted to drop this on y'all so y'all can get some of this information. Y'all share this information. Please share this video. Please let a young person hear this video, especially a teenager, a high schooler, or even below, so they can understand what's going on in prison. So they can really ask their self that question: is this the type of life that I would like to live? Is this the type of life that I can survive in? You know what I'm saying? Is this the type of life that I will put myself at risk to be in? That's the questions that they need to ask themselves. Those are the questions that y'all need to ask them. Because this is exactly what it's going to be. It ain't going to be nothing you seen on TV. It ain't going to be nothing you seen in the movie. This is what it's going to be. Day to day. Day to day. Every day. No breaks, no mercy, nobody cares. You understand me? Nobody. So if that's the life you're willing to live, my brother, I can only pray for you. Because I know I don't want to live it no more, did not want to live it when I had to, and I don't want to see nobody else live it, whether I know them or not, because I know what it takes, and I know what the struggle is, and I know what the pain is, and you just don't always come up out of it on the better side, man. And I thank God. I feel blessed every day to be out here, to be able to share this information, to be able to try to help somebody else not make these mistakes and not be in this position. So, yeah, that's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do it, because I can't do nothing else but get this good knowledge out. If I could change the world with the snap of a finger, man, best believe I would, and I would start right with the system, But, anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. I know I look a little crazy. I know I look a little under the weather, man, but I'm fighting. I'm rumbling, man. I'm trying to come up out this stuff for y'all. So y'all hold me down, man, and I appreciate you. I love you all out there. Everybody who leave a comment, everybody who leave a like, everybody who talk to me, that I talk back. I appreciate you, man. I respect you and I love you. TBP, we in here. We ain't gonna stop, man. COVID can't stop us. Can't nothing stop us. This is a movement, make no mistake about it. And if you in a movement, you move with me, we gonna make it happen, man. We on the road to 100K. We moving kind of slow now. We still stuck in the same, 61. We ain't even got to 62. Let's get it, man. Let's get to 100K, man. Y'all show your love for this movement. If you respect this movement, if you appreciate this movement, show your love, man, and tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. If you, my friend, come over here and be friends with us, man, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock with this TBP, man. We trying to change some lives around here, man, and save some lives at the same time. I appreciate you all. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, and duck the COVID. Bang, 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 bang. And duck the hooks, because they out there. Peace.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is
coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.